The regular season is coming to a close in Kendall's 8th year in MLB's Road to the Show. Now we're getting ready to move on to MLB 17's Road to the Show. We're going to have 2 careers. If you missed the last episode, we're going to have Kendall's career will continue. He's taking into free agency this offseason, so a lot of questions are, will Kendall come back to the Pirates? Will he test free agency? He wasn't a 1-year deal. And then I'm also going to be doing a custom career that's going to be based off of my own player, so you guys will be able to see that. But look at Kendall out here in the very first at bat of the ball game. He's going to get a major home run. Look at Kendall King out here with the 2 RBI shot, 400 feet, dead center. Whenever you hit a home run on the first pitch, that's pretty much a sign that you're about to have a really good game. Here in the bottom of the first, it's a 2-2 ball game. This ball's ripped to Kendall. He backhands it. He's going to set his foot. He's going to try to get the runner out at first base. He throws a laser. If this dude doesn't win the MLB's Gold Glove for the shortstop position this year, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's rigged, but look at this dude out here trying to backhand. When he backhands another one, he's going to try to turn the double play. He gets it to Javi Baez. Baez is going to flip it over to first, but that one is not going to be in time on the second throw, but still a great diving catch, a great turn there at second base. Unfortunately, it's not going to get the double play. Now here in the top of the third, it's still a 2-2 ball game for Kendall. He's going to rip one into foul territory, and that one's going to be an easy can of corn for the first baseman to set up under. Gets an easy out for Kendall, so a really good first at bat, a really bad second at bat, but here in the top of the fifth, we got a runner on. We have 2 outs. Kendall's going to try to extend that lead. Now he dribbles one right up the middle past the second baseman. That one's going to move the pitcher over. He's going to go to second base and stop. A laser's thrown over to third base. That one's way off target, so the runner technically could have made his way to third base. Oh, Kendall's back in the field. It's a 4-2 lead for Milwaukee. We couldn't score when we were back up. Kendall's going to try to field this one. He's got a chance to get the runner out at first. He throws another laser, literally just there in the time. The umpire with the emphatic out call, and Kendall's back up here in the top of the 7. Still down 2, but we do have a runner on with 2 outs. And the first pitch is into Kendall. He's going to lock in on this one. He hits it right off of the pitcher's shin there. He's going to move to first base easily. The pitcher, though, I think might have been hurt. That was a direct shot off of his shin bone there. The manager's a little worried. The pitcher's going to try to walk around a little bit, but he says, ultimately, I'm fine. I'm going to stay into the ball game. So Kendall's back here on first base. Pitches in. This one's going to be ripped right past the first baseman. Kendall's going to move his way to second base. The runner's going to go from second all the way into home. It's going to be a play at the plate. This one's close, and they say that he got thrown out. So unfortunately, instead of having bases loaded, he tried to score. It didn't work. But Kendall has 3 hits, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Unfortunately, though, that one's going to be all for naught because we end up losing that ball game. Now, our next game against the Milwaukee Brewers, they're 61-91, and we're a little bit better, but we're still out of the playoff race at this point. Michael Bowser's up to pitch for us today, but at this point, we have no chance to get into the playoffs. Kendall can't throw that one to shortstop. The runner's going to try to move into home. The left fielder's going to throw it in. This one's going to be a play at the plate, and this one is thrown out. So last game, Milwaukee threw us at the plate. This game, we throw them out of the plate. Now, Kendall has 68 home runs in the season so far. With only a couple games left, he wants to be the first player in MLB history to have 70 home runs in 2 different seasons. Now, can he do it? He only has a few games left, so we're going to see what he can do. Next pitch is in. Kendall rips one to right center field, an absolute laser shot. That was going to be a one-hopper off of the fence. He's going to move into second base pretty clean in there. It's a stand-up double, but wait, Kendall runs past. He goes back to second base. He dives in, and they tag him out. Really, Kendall? You had an easy stand-up double. You got greedy trying to turn it into a triple, and ultimately you get tagged out. And here in the second inning, it's a one-hopper to Kendall. He's going to field it cleanly, throwing it off the run, off 1 foot, and is a dime to the first baseman. Another good play. Again, how is this dude not in the running for Gold Glove? Right now, he is 3rd in the league for Gold Gloves in the National League. In my opinion, he should absolutely be 1st. Now here in the bottom of the 4th, still a 0-0 ball game. Kendall's going to poke one into right field. That one's going to drop right in front of the right fielder. Again, Kendall this time says, you know what, I'm going to hold up at first base. I'm not going to try to extend something into a double there. 214 hits so far in the season. This dude will not hit Ichiro's hit record for a season, but still, he could possibly end up around 220, maybe 230 if he kills it the rest of the season. He tries to add to his steal total there. He's only in the mid-30s at this point, but he ends up getting thrown out. Now, runners in the corners, 2 outs, we have a 1-0 lead. Kendall's up to bat here after a couple poor showings. He's going to try and get one, but that one's going to be a 4-seam fastball down below. Now, Kendall's had a couple of hits so far, but they haven't really been the power hits we're used to seeing. This one, though, he's going to rip into left field. No crazy power, but still, it's enough to get an RBI for Kendall. It's going to be an easy single, moves runner into scoring position, and Kendall adds to an already ridiculous RBI total. And the mullet manager, he's going to come out and say, you know what, we might have to pull you because you're not doing so good against that Kendall King guy. And here at the top of the 8th, this ball's going to be dribbled to Kendall. An easy double play opportunity, but again, Kendall throws it over to first base. That was a one-hopper. We actually had 2 outs in there, so we didn't need to do a double play. But Kendall's back up, 3 for 3 in the day, a double, 2 singles, 1 out, and we only have a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Now, the first pitch is ripped by Kendall, nearly takes off the third base coach's head on that one. Now, a 1-1 count. The next pitch is going to be into Kendall. It's a low four-seam fastball. He drills it to right field. This one's going back. It's going deep. That one is off of the wall. Thought it might have been a home run. Could have been home run number 69 of the season. Instead, Kendall's going to slide in there. An easy stand-up double. Doesn't turn it into a triple, thankfully for us. That's going to end up being enough for us today, though. We walk out of here with a 2-1 victory. Kendall has 4 hits, 2 doubles, 2 singles, and an RBI. And in the very last game of the season, of course, we're facing the St. Louis Cardinals. We are officially eliminated from postseason contention. We're about 8 games back or 7 games back from the wild card at this point. So Kendall says, you know what? If anything, I'm just going to come out here, try to have a good game. He's sitting on 69 home runs at this point of the season. If he can just get one more, he'll get 70 and become the first player in MLB history to have 2 different 70 home run seasons. Now his first at bat ends up pretty poor as he grounds into a double play on that one. Moving on to the third, it's still a 1-1 ball game. Kendall's 0 for 1 as you saw in that previous at bat. 1 out, nobody on. This ball's going to be in high. They throw an a four-seam fastball really close to Kendall's chest, and he's not too happy about that. His stolen bases in the season are 33. This is the first time in a while that he hasn't been in the top 3 in stolen bases. I think maybe the first time in his entire career. Next pitch is going to be in, and Kendall rips. He says, if you throw it in close to me, I'm going to knock it out of the ballpark. A deep shot to deep left center field. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a home run number 70 on the season. In the final regular season game, it literally comes down to that. 413 feet to put his name into the record books. Take your hat off for Kendall King, people, because that was incredible. Now with 2-1 lead after Kendall's solo shot, moving on to the 5th inning with 2 outs and nobody on. This ball's going to be a nasty breaking ball that completely drops off the table, and Kendall can't hang with it. Now next up on an 0-1 count, it's going to be out to right field, but Kendall's going to put it in to the center field gap. Excuse me, that was down and low to the right, but he puts it in the center field. That was going to be an easy single that he pokes out there in the center field. So another hit for Kendall. His total on the season right now is 228. So I doubt he's going to get 230, but he would need to have another good at bat, or possibly 2 more good at bats to get that amount. Now ball hit to Kendall, and what a crazy chopper. He's going to flip it over to second. Javi Baez goes to first, and again, Javi Baez can't turn the double play. Still, a great grab by Kendall that absolutely saved the run there. And again, this dude has to be winning the Gold Glove. I mean, there's no way he's not winning the Gold Glove at this point, right? And the first pitch in to Kendall here, and we have a 3-1 lead in the ballgame with 1 runner on. It's a 3-0 count. Never swing on a 3-0 count, and for once, Kendall doesn't swing. He ends up getting a walk here. I know he wants to get 230 hits this season, but instead, he does a smart thing. He takes the walk. The ball's hit to Baez. He flips it to Kendall. Kendall's going to try to turn. Runner's in his face. He throws it to first base. That's a one-hopper and another great grab there. CJ Cron scoops that one up perfectly. That's a beautiful double play. But unfortunately, we're going to walk out of here with a 6-3 loss. Kendall gets 2 hits, one of those being a home run, give him 70 on the season. The next video you guys are going to see from Kendall is going to show the offseason. It's going to show what happens. We're getting ready to jump into MLB 17 the show. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check the playlist on the screen, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.